Good afternoon. This is March the 10th, 2016, CISG113, Section 1, Information Security and Privacy. Today is day number 14 in the week number 7. So let's get started. First of all, welcome back to today's class, day number 14 into the semester, week number 7. Now today we have a lot of group work to do in your table. You have to do it in the form of a team, okay? And you have to decide for your team the topic you want to work out as your learning contract number 3. So hopefully by the end of today, I should have given you enough time to work out what your team topic is for learning contract number 3. And so when you come back next Monday, we're going to have task force. You need to tell me the 2 teams to form a task force, okay, before the end of this Saturday. Alright, so, but before that, what worries me today is when I look at the teaming informations, I still have students who belong to pair, but not yet belong to team. So, Johnson is the first one, okay? The second one is Ken is the second one. And then Iris is the third one. Andy is the fourth one. And then Sonia, you still worry me because you're not formed in the team yet. And then Joey, okay? Joey. So after that, it's Winnie. So would you please make sure you send me the information and Dr. Web's Q&A online for this week, week number 7, so that I can install you as a team. Alright? Remember, you need 2 pairs to form a team. Currently, what I need you to do is to provide 2 pairs identity to form 1 team for you. Okay? So hopefully before the end of today, those of you who are not yet affiliated with a team should have given me the information in this week's Dr. Web's Q&A top night, so that I can install you as a team first, alright? And then by next Monday, I will be able to call you as a task force, because before the end of this Saturday, I hope that you will also give me the information of 2 teams to form 1 task force. We are going to have 10 teams in this class and 5 task forces. Alright? So next week, you're going to work out 1 from 2 possible team topics to become your task force topic. Okay? Having said that, let's return to today's class. Before I give you the time to share and also the time to work as a team, I need to complete the sequence on the topics for this week. This is week number 7, and the topic I would like to introduce to you this week is called social engineering. Okay? So let's go to social engineering to have some basic understanding of this in 2 minutes. Alright, let me make sure.
Engineers, whether they design bridges or spaceships or computer software, will tell you that the best way to do anything is usually the simplest way. Computer hackers who want to steal secret information have something in common with engineers. Though they are often highly skilled at finding technical weak points in computer security, they know that security depends as much on people as on technology. And the simplest way to get what they want is to take advantage of human security weaknesses. To do this, they use a set of tricks known as social engineering. What is social engineering? It sounds like something out of a new sci-fi or spy movie, doesn't it? Well, that might be closer to the truth than you think. In fact, social engineering involves manipulating behavior through psychology. It could be as simple as conning someone into loading spyware onto their computer, or befriending them so they reveal secret information. In social engineering, the hacker is taking the path of least resistance. Why go to all the trouble of trying to break encrypted code to get the information they want, when you could just as easily call someone up and ask for it? In the following presentation, we'll go over all of the ways someone may use social engineering to get what they want, and the strategies to help you recognize it and protect yourself.
Okay, the question is, can you find a major which is called social engineering in the engineering school? Engineering, social engineering. Well, what is meant by social engineering? Perhaps I'm going to give you a deeper introductions on this in another 15 minutes. So today, allow me to introduce to you a person whose name is Kelvin Binet. It's often called as the father of social engineering. We're going to look back to what this person did in the 1990s, and of course, is now a very famous speaker around the world, okay, as a former social engineer, okay? Actually, he's called a hacker, but today, instead of wearing the black hat, he wears the white hat. Okay, so allow me to introduce to you who Kelvin Binet is. In 8 minutes.
Kevin Mitnick was probably the world's most notorious cyber thief when he was captured in 1995 and sentenced to 5 years in prison. Over a 13-year period, Mitnick broke into the computer systems of more than 35 major international corporations and other organizations, exploits that made him the FBI's most wanted computer criminal. When we first sat down with Mitnick in January of 2000, just before his release from federal prison, he told us that he saw himself not as a devious criminal, but more like a merry prankster.
I saw myself as an electronic joyrider having a great time on the information superhighway. I felt like I was like James Bond behind the computer. It was a big game and I was just having a blast.
Did it ever occur to you that perhaps what you were doing was wrong?
Oh yeah, it was an invasion of privacy. Going and getting access to other people's information is obviously a gross invasion of privacy, and it is wrong.
And that didn't bother you?
At the time I was doing it, no.
What Mitnick was doing was breaking through the highly sophisticated computer defense systems that companies use to protect their trade secrets, which he repeatedly stole. His list of victims reads like a who's who of big business. They include Motorola, Sun Microsystems, Nokia, and software maker Novell. All told, the companies estimate Mitnick cost them $300 million in damages.
I believe I caused some damage, but nowhere near that number. I was an accomplished computer trespasser. I don't consider myself a thief. I didn't deprive these companies out of their software. I merely made a copy without doing anything more with it.
You stole it.
I copied it without permission.
That's stealing. That's stealing, Kevin. That's stealing.
I didn't use it for financial gain, nor did I cause any harm.
Beyond his skills as a computer hacker, what also made Kevin Mitnick so effective, according to the FBI, was his phenomenal ability to obtain confidential information from corporations by phoning unsuspecting employees and simply asking them for it. It's known as social engineering.
How would you describe social engineering?
Well, basically lying on the phone, manipulating or conning information of people over the telephone.
So you were a good con man?
I guess I was successful.
Mitnick was hacking and conning his way into corporate computer systems 10 to 12 hours a day. And while he held down legitimate jobs working with computers, he says hacking was like an addiction, which eventually became the most important thing in his life.
At one point, Kevin, you got married, right?
Yeah, in 1987.
Didn't work?
Well, no, I mean, initially it was great. I loved her very much. But, what really broke up the marriage was I kept going back to my hacking. It became a higher priority.
By the age of 25, Kevin Mitnick had been arrested 3 times for computer fraud. In 1989, he spent a year in jail. He was then placed on probation in order to receive counseling. He attended a 12-step program for his apparent addiction to hacking. It didn't work. He continued hacking. A warrant for his arrest was issued, and he became a fugitive, the FBI's most wanted cyber criminal. For more than 2 years, no law enforcement agency could catch him as he hacked his way across the country, assuming new identities.
But eventually, the FBI was able to track him down. And in the middle of the night on February 15, 1995, a team of FBI agents knocked on Kevin Mitnick's door, where he was living under an assumed name.
I think the guy goes, "Are you Kevin Mitnick?" I go, "No." I said, "Go look on the mailbox, you got the wrong department." And then he brings out this wanted poster of Kevin Mitnick, right? And he's like, he goes, "Well, isn't this you?" And what am I going to say? Yeah? You know? I go, "Well," I said, "the nose looks a little bit the same, but everything else is definitely not me." And I handed back the poster. He goes, "Well, tell you what we're going to do. We want to take you down to the FBI and fingerprint you and determine whether you're Mitnick or not." And I said, "Great, what time do you want me to show up in the morning?" So they go, "No, we want to take you down."
So the social engineering skills hit a brick wall.
Oh, absolutely.
So where's a good place to stand?
Soon after we spoke to him in January of 2000, Mitnick walked out of jail a free man after having served almost 5 years. But the government wasn't finished with him yet. We'll tell you more about that when our update continues.
Tonight's update is sponsored by Zelnorm. Ask your doctor about Zelnorm.
Millions of women have tried fiber, even laxatives, but they didn't go far enough to help all their symptoms. If you have recurring abdominal pain or discomfort, bloating, and constipation, you may have IBS with constipation. Fortunately, there's a proven medicine that works at the source of the problem to relieve all 3 symptoms. Prescription Zelnorm. Unlike fiber and laxatives, only Zelnorm helps coordinate the nerves, muscles, and fluid in your GI tract so it starts functioning more normally, and you can start feeling better. Zelnorm is only indicated for women. You should not take Zelnorm if you have a history of diarrhea, kidney, liver, or gallbladder disease, intestinal blockage, or adhesions. If you get new or worse abdominal pain, blood and stool, bad diarrhea, or diarrhea with cramping, pain, or dizziness, stop taking Zelnorm and tell your doctor. Ask your doctor about getting relief with Zelnorm. Zelnorm, be yourself again.
As part of his probation, Kevin Mitnick's access to computers was severely restricted. His career prospects were uncertain. That is, until the federal government came looking for him once again. But this time he had no reason to run because they wanted his help.
My name is Kevin Mitnick. I appear before you today.
I was released from custody January of 2000. And just a few months later, I was invited to testify before Congress.
What you're telling us is that all our systems are vulnerable, both government and private.
Absolutely.
And after that, a lot of businesses, I guess from seeing me on C-SPAN, were interested in having me speak about security.
And so a new career was born. This is a video Mitnick uses to market himself to potential clients.
A lot of you probably already know about my past. I was involved in computer hacking. The purpose of my public speaking is to raise awareness to what the security threats are, how the bad guys operate, and what you could do to protect yourself. There's the old adage, it takes a thief to catch a thief.
Mitnick maintains he no longer does any illegal hacking, but that hasn't stopped him from playing a hacker on TV.
We had Kelvin give someone access to a bogus website.
Appearing on an episode of Aliens. And in real life, Mitnick freely admits that he's still breaking into other people's computer systems. But these days, he insists it's by invitation only, and it's legal.
I'm an ethical hacker today, and what I do is I essentially get paid to hack ethically to find security vulnerabilities in my client's systems and notify them so they can fix them.
No longer on probation, Mitnick is not only busy consulting and speaking, he's also written a book on computer security and is working on a second.
Don't admit they got grown up. Took a little while, but I finally did.
here we go. You heard the story. Now, definitely he's a very famous public speaker today. Even the talk is Google, all right? So, but we're not interested in that today. The major purpose of my introducing to you to MICNIC is to make sure you understand something called social engineering. Well, it's a little bit different from the scams we heard about in Hong Kong and Macau recently. In Hong Kong and Macau, the scam is very explicit. But this is the kind of technique that it could be blended into general conversations, and you never know if someone has already taken up some very sensitive information from you. All right, so allow me to tell you that it's very good for you to go home and watch a little bit about MICNIC's talk here. I've given you some, all right? But today, it's very important that you carry out some teamwork in class. Remember what I told you, assuming you have your team, which include 4 persons, 2 pairs, on your table. Each one of you should have brought to the table your personal proposal today. And what you need to do is to give yourself, on your table, a total of 20 minutes now to listen to the proposals by each one of your table members. 5 minutes each. So at the end of that, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do the voting. Okay? Remember the voting process that I introduced to you last class. And in the meantime, I'm going to help you to understand how to use the wiki system on our Moodle environment. But first of all, allow me to give you 20 minutes. So on your table, each one of you is going to introduce to your table members your proposal in not more than 5 minutes. You can introduce your proposal with a name. You can introduce the proposal with 3 specific questions you have. You can introduce to the table members references from 3 to 5 of the topic you are interested in. Most importantly, you need to present to your table member why this topic is important, okay? As far as learning contract number 3 is concerned. Okay, allow me to tell you that it's your time, 20 minutes at your table. Make sure you finish this important in-class group-based exercise. You need to have a topic per team at the beginning of next week, the first week of your first learning contract, to start things up, all right? And you need to have another team formed before the end of this Saturday so that you will have a task force identity starting from next Monday. So 20 minutes on each table. I'm here. I'm going to eavesdrop on each table. So hopefully you can have a good time talking and sharing. It's important group work. All right? Feel free to talk. What happened to your team? Just a 2 persons today. It's all right. You need to have at least 1 proposal ready. That is your team proposal before next week. You need to find your team. Let's say you belong to pair number 1. So what's the other member of pair number 1? Let's take a look at it. Let's see. Manhole. Is he here today? He's not here? So maybe you just go find another pair. For example, which other pair? Let's say you have to look here because some pairs are already paired. For example, pair number 4. You go to top of that, and also go to pair number 8. Okay? Pair number 4, pair number 8. Your pair number 1. No, your pair number 3. Andy, yes. You can go to pair number 3, pair number 4, pair number 8. And then at least pair 3 here, so they talk to them. Okay? Just go around. You have to go around. Okay? Mostly on this side, alright? Five minutes per member, and you have 4 members at your table, so 20 minutes. Now, if you have 5 members at your table, 25 minutes is good enough. And then what we're going to do is help you through the voting process. Okay? You need to vote. Get ready, you're talking. Okay. You have 20 minutes, 5 minutes per member. Alright? You need to tell the whole team what the topic is and select it from which reading list. Yes?
Yeah, I have read it, so I want to share.
Okay. I will reserve the last 10 minutes for 2 persons. Okay. I'm just reminded that the students sign up for today's sharing, so I'm going to reserve time from 5 o'clock to 5:15 for your sharing, all right? So you need to work fast. In the meantime, allow me to take attendance. Johnson is here. You don't? Thank you. Scott? Yes. Ken? Yes. Thank you. Terry? Terry is not here today. It's okay. Iris? Thank you. We're taking attendance, all right? Andy? Thank you. Christina? Thank you. Gabriella? Thank you. Sonia? Thank you. Tina? Thank you. Cleo? Thank you. Joey? Thank you. Winnie? Thank you. Xiaohui? Thank you. Danny? Thank you. Nicholas? Thank you. Gala? Thank you. Blue? Thank you. Kareem? Thank you. Ming Xian? Thank you. Ming Xian? No, you're not here today. Louise? Thank you. Raymond? Not here today. Okay. Steve? Joe? Steve? Thank you. Levine, thank you. All right, second page. Serenia, thank you. Muffin. Okay, thank you. Fred, thank you. Michelle, thank you. Fatima, not here today. Heidi, thank you. Karen, thank you. Marika, thank you. Yoga, thank you. Gambo, thank you. Linda, thank you. Ada, Steve Chen, thank you. Gia, she's excused today. Can't, not here today. Okay, thank you very much. Hannah, thank you. All right, so you still have 10 more minutes for your 20 minutes group-based discussions. Now remember, at the end of the 20 minutes discussions or sharing, you need to perform the first round of voting to kick out one proposal. I'm sorry to tell you, this is a reality, all right? To score on proposals, so you need to calculate the score your personal proposals have received from your table members. Keep a record of that, and you will keep that record in your wiki system starting next week, okay? Next week, in week number 8, week number 9, and week number 10, you can see the wiki link just as the wiki link in week number 5, week number 6, and week number 7. And actually, you can start using the wiki in week number 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to give you a quick lessons after your 20 minutes to show you how, all right? It's very simple. Remember, when you choose a topic for your learning contract number 3, you can choose from reading list 5, reading list 6, reading list 7, reading list 8, reading list 9, and reading list 10. Because we have 6 reading lists from here, such as reading list number 2 here, to choose one topic. That means one question. And after you have chosen one big question, towards the end of your voting process, when you have one single proposal, means questions due for the whole team, you still have room to tailor your question to something much more relevant to your concerns. That is your personalized questions, okay? Very important. If you do not know what's going on, you can just raise your hand, okay? No, you don't need to say that. What you need to do now is to make sure each one of your proposals is scoring. So if only 2 score, 1 score per proposal, because we're not going to do a score. So after the voting, calculate the score received by the and then they will also calculate the score they received and the list you see, you will to choose the proposal with the smallest number of scores and will do the calculation. And you need to keep track of this process. There's no need for submissions today. You have to share. Next week, we're going to keep a record of these proposals. If you for week number 8, okay? I said, you can use the wiki for 5, 6, and 7. Keep the track of writing. This is how you listen. The official wiki record for learning contract number 3 will be kept using the link that will be given to you next week for week number 8, number 9, and number 10. So now, since you do not have this link, you can use the wiki for number 5, number 6, and number 7 as a draft. Okay? So you need to learn how to use the wiki. Alright?
how to protect us from them. Then why I will
I'll give you 5 more minutes for the first round of sharing in your table for the proposal topic. Then you need to start the first round of voting. Alright?
Last month, we have known about the importance of privacy. In the class, we also see a
So much easier to define.
So I think we need to know more about the brand and then we can defend them from information. Thank you.
You see, we have 4 students who would like to share today. And as I said, I'm going to start up the sharing process at 5 o'clock. So normally we can only accommodate 3 students. But today we have 4. Let's see. We can take a look at this. Actually 5, more than 3, more than 4. The first one is Erica, the second one is Brew, the third is Ada, the fourth is Yoga, the fifth is Cerelia, the sixth one is Gambo, I guess. So we need more time to get you to share. But it's very important also for you to work out a topic so that you can start working on the topic next week as a team and also as a task force. Well, we have 7 students tonight to share today. Star. And finally, it's Gamble. Gamble, you're the last one to sign up. So you have to let all those in front of you share first.
Okay.
Yes.
I just need some plus before we have time.
Yes. I think if not today, maybe Monday, we have to push it back, right? Because we need to give you time to work in class. Now, in order to save some time, make sure you become efficient, all right? In a minute, I'm going to pass the microphone to each table, and you just have to report on the names of the project, the name of the proposals on your table, and the 3 who remain on the table, all right? So I just want to make sure you go through the process, that you know each table, that each team knows which topic to work with, studying next week. If you're not sure which topic to work with, studying next week, it's going to create a lot of trouble for the team, wasting time, okay? So, and again, from now on, when you do the sharing, it's so much better you can share as a pair, all right? Conversational sharing, instead of just reading from the paper, all right? That is very important. So, okay, may I just start from, I'll give you 1 more minute, okay, 1 more minute. 係啦，本人都可以用個 type 上去，一入去咧，你入咗咧就會俾揀指教，因為你有係啦，你睇佢係 upload 咗上去先，因為佢呢個唔係呢個，係嗱，而家就天氣講，OK，咁我應該睇睇係咪真係未翻到天先。Is it okay? Yes, you have not given me the deep information yet. Yes, not. You should have given me the information on the team, which to pair, and documents Q&A online on week number 5 and week number 6. I have not received. Not yet. Anyone check 嗰次，你試下再俾一個 message， 就喺呢度，你唔會用你呢個嘅，你用你自己嘅名，因為你係屬於一個 team， 咁你就將嗰兩個 pair 嘅資料咧開始抄喺你嘅 store 裏頭，因為咧，係啦，同埋嗰兩個 pair 嘅。Okay, now it's time for me to pass the microphone. Not yet. Not yet. Which topic? Okay. Have you built around at least one topic? You have 3 topics. Just tell them the topics, name. Okay.
Our 4 topics are data privacy, data encryption, Wi-Fi security, and ethical hacking. And the topic we chose for proposal is ethical hacking.
Ethical hacking, okay? From which weeks? Reading this. You have 4 topics, right? So you have 4, and name the 4 topics.
The first one is data privacy,
Data privacy.
data encryption,
Data encryption.
and Wi-Fi security.
Wi-Fi data. Okay? Alright. So you have to be sure the topic is chosen from a reading list. Okay? When you spell out the topic, you need to list from which reading list, which questions. Alright? So that means one topic is taken out. Okay, you do not need any justifications why this final topic. Okay, it's up to your team, but it's very important. Now remember that is the team topic, and so starting next week you need to keep a record of this, alright? So the second table, are you ready to tell the topics on this table first? If you work out, actually, if you believe you do not need to go through the voting process, and if you believe you've already one topic agreed by 4 persons, that's fine, okay, that's okay. But the reasons why I invite you to go through the voting process is because you will give each member a time, a chance to share his or her topic. Now, as I said, it's really up to your team. If your team say, oh, this is the topic we all agree, you can just give them topic. Yes. Information fraud. Okay? It's alright, so it's your team topic. Okay, make sure you start keeping a record of the work of this topic starting next week. Okay? Are you ready? A table? Okay. Okay, when I manage the microphone, I cannot manage the camera. Okay. It's up to you. Alright.
Topic is
privacy. Okay? For the whole team? Okay, that's good. All right. Can you pass the microphone to this table? Yes. Even though you do not have a team identity, but it's okay for you to share your topic. Do you have a team topic yet?
Okay, topic is information and security and privacy.
Information security and privacy is a big topic. Okay. All right. Thank you. Can you pass the microphone to the other table? So do you have a topic from your team? Have you gone through the voting process?
Yeah, we have a topic. The result is web attack.
Web attack. Okay, thank you. It's the whole team, right? So can you pass the microphone to the other table? Now you have a choice. If you think I do not need to do the voting, I just need to give you a topic, fine. That is the topic for your team, okay?
We chose what is privacy.
What is privacy?
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. All right, pass the microphone. Yes, yes, yes. The ladies' table.
We choose the topic is that information fraud.
Information fraud. So we have two teams working on the same topic. It's okay. Okay, can you pass the microphone? Thank you, Nicholas. Do you have a team topic now?
Our team topic is about the computer crime.
Computer crime.
Weeknight list.
Okay, thank you very much. Very good. Last table. Do you have a team topic now?
Yes.
Very good.
Our topic is computer security essentials.
Computer security essentials. Very good. Now, I've heard from all of the teams. Now, you all each have a topic on your teamwork. So starting from next week, you have 3 weeks time to deepen on your understanding of the topic. All right? So, and I'm going to give you specific instructions starting next Monday on what you need to do with your chosen topic. Now, remember, it's very important that if you forget who you belong, or which team you belong, or which pair you belong, come back to this particular table. For those of you who have not given me your team information as is indicated here, make sure you give me your team information before the end of today. All right? So that I can install the wiki for your team. You have to use the wiki to keep the records of the teamwork, including the individual members' work, including the pair work, all right? But most importantly, before the end of this Saturday, you need to give me your task force information, which include 2 teams, okay? So starting next Monday, the first thing you need to do is to negotiate with the other team in your task force whose topic you're going to work with, because you have 2 teams, okay? So that is a very important step forward. In learning contract number 3, we need to start out by informing each team that you have to have a team topic, otherwise your team members knows not what to do, all right? So the next thing I would like to do is to go back to give you a chance to share, all right? So I believe if I start now to give you the sharing time, you should have a chance. So let me start by inviting, right here, on date number 14. Yes? Erica, are you ready? Okay, thank you. I give you the microphone, and you just need to stand here, speak into the microphone, all right? You do not need to hold this one, all right? So our first speaker is Erica, 5 minutes.
My topic is about web application security. And this week we have learned the importance of web application security and all ethical issues associated with our daily lives. According to the information, web application security is a branch of information security that deals with security
but applies them to internet and web systems. Furthermore, with the emergency information sharing with social networking and increasing business adoption of the web as a means of doing business and delivering service, websites are often attacked directly, and hackers either seek to compromise the corporate network or the end users accessing a website by subjecting them to drive-by downloading. As a result, industries pay increased attention to the security of the web applications themselves in addition to the security of the underlying computer work and operating system. After searching the information online, I find that attacks on information security infrastructure have continued to evolve steadily over time. Legacy network-based attacks have largely been replaced by more web application-based attacks, and information security professionals used to application lawyer attacks will be in a better position to understand the online application attack vectors and methods of mitigation after reading this.
Okay, thank you, Erica. It's very important that you help us to understand your topic by coming back to this link at time of something. All right? So this microphone does not seem to be working properly. So let me try this one. Okay, now it is a battery. So the next person, Blue, are you okay? Thank you very much. I'll pass you 5 minutes. Thank you, Blue.
Hello everyone. Today I will share something about web attack review. Frequency of attacks on web service and results can continue to grow as web service become popular. Unfortunately, excessive signature-based injection decisions techniques are introduced. Providing reasonable degree of web security, web attacks are diverse in nature and tactical. Web attacks consist of complex and organized mechanisms because attacks often vary depending on the web contents. This is impossible to develop fixed patterns capturing unknown attacks. And now I will show you something about methods to prevent web attack. Many methodologies exist, and there is never one wise solution or attack code for all environments. Previously discussed, there are more comprehensive methods which include instruction decision systems. The short name is IDS. IDS systems simply attach or similarly oscillates traffic which is distinct toward a protect a set of application. On the opposite, there are more preventive methods which include application of virus, reservice process, and induction resistance prevention, which not only active monitor for attack, but they attempt to block or change the environment such that further attacks are not successful, reaching the protect application or system. For environments which contain none of the shell applications which are using common controls such as FTP, HTTP, HTTPS, SMTP, and other IP can be very effective in protecting access in a reserved fashion. For those large environments which contain home-grown application, configures application and service calls or systems which do not follow RPC standards when complicated. IDS may be a more intelligent solution. The reason is simple. IDP solutions block materials traffic or traffic which does not adhere to RPC standards. RFC standards for requests for comments are those commissioned by the IETF, which dictates proper communication methods and practice for nearly all well-known productions in use on the international today. Many third parties or homegrown applications are built with one purpose in mind: towards the adherence of the particular application or service to an RFC standard is very rare.
Thank you very much, Brew. Make sure you type up something on the website there so that we can follow up with your study. Ada, are you ready?
Today my topic is information fraud. Information fraud happens more and more often with the development of society. Whenever you are, there is high possibility for you to be cheated. So being aware of something about information fraud is really important. There's some type of information fraud, internet auction fraud. This scheme involves the misrepresentation of a product advertised for sale on an internet auction site or non-delivery of a merchandise. Secondly, credit card fraud. Through the unauthorized use of a credit or debit card or card number, scammers obtain money or property. The third one is investment fraud. This is an offer using false claims to solicit investment or loans. The fourth one is Nigerian letter fraud. Named for the violation of Section 419 of the Nigerian Criminal Code. It combines the threat of impersonation fraud with the violation of an advance fees in which a letter, emails, or fax is received by the victim. Over investment fraud. There is one new way to have you been cheated. They sometimes pretend to be a fraudulous person and try to attract your attention on the internet. Then they will chat with you like they really like you, and when you give them some reliance, they will borrow money from you with some original excuse. They will keep doing this until you feel some stress. But at that time, they just miss for a long time. Don't think it will never happen on you. The scammers will never let us easily find. So there are some tips to avoid internet fraud. Take these measures before entering into transactions over the internet. Know your seller. If you don't know who you are buying from online, do some research. Protect your personal information. Don't provide it in response to an email or a website you link to from an email or web page. Don't trust anyone on the internet. However you think you're familiar with them, they're just people you rely on. Anyway, be on guard to information fraud and protect yourself as possible as you can.
It's very interesting to note you have done a very interesting advice list to help us to avoid information fraud. Make sure you type up something for us to do follow-up, okay? So after Ada, it's, let's go down the list. It's Yoga, right? Thank you, Yoga. So we pass you the time, okay? Thank you.
So first, let's watch a short video.
We all know what a hacker does, but did white hat and even gray hat hackers out there? Like in an old western, a black hat is a bad guy who hacks for money, information, or espionage. A white hat's more like the sheriff, an ethical hacker who usually helps companies shore up their weaknesses. And a gray hat, well, gray hats do some good, and often some freelance work. So not all hackers are bad hackers. Now you know. Find out how to protect against the bad ones so you can go boldly, not blindly.
So this is a very short video. As we learned, black hat is malicious hacker and white hat is ethical hacker. But very few things in life are clear, black or white. In reality, there are often a green area. So today I want to introduce something about green hat. hacker for somewhere between a black hat and a white hat. A green hat doesn't work for their own personal gain, but they make technological commit crimes and do arguably unethical things. For example, a black hat hacker would compromise a computer system without permission, stealing the data inside for their own personal gain, or vandalizing the system. A white hat hacker would ask for permission before testing the system's security and allow the organization after compromising it. A green hat hacker might attempt to compromise a computer system without permission, informing the organization after the fact and allowing them to fix the problem. While the green hat hacker didn't use their access for bad purpose, they compromised a security system without permission, which is illegal. If a green hat hacker discovers a security flaw in a piece of software on our website, they may disclose it publicly instead of privately disclosing it to the organization and giving them time to fix it. They wouldn't take advantage of the flaw for their own personal gain. That would be black hat behavior, but the public disclosure could cause carnage as black hat hackers try to take advantage of the flaw before it is fixed. That's all.
Thank you very much for helping us to understand black hat, gray hat, and white hat. Thank you, Yoga. So the next speaker after Yoga, Serena. Okay, thank you very much for helping us to understand things in context. After Serena, who's next? Star? Okay, I give you the 5 minutes. Do you have a PowerPoint, Star? Okay? All right. Let's see, where is the microphone? Yes, it's just in front of you, right here. And you can use this one with this one, all right? Okay.
Internet security from vulnerabilities. Okay, we should know the definition. Computer security vulnerability is a weakness which allows an attacker to release system information alerts. So vulnerability is an intersection of a system sensitivity of access to the soul and the hacker ability to exploit vulnerabilities. Hacker must have at least one acceptable so-called technique that can prevent the system. In fact, vulnerability is also known as threat surveillance. So we can always report the hacker can hack the Bitcoin and hack it. Second, I need to introduce top 5 business at first. Browser vulnerabilities. Everyone uses browser to search the internet, right? Hey, example, which browser do you use?
Google Chrome. Google.
Oh, Google Chrome. Me too. And who use IE? Maybe no one. I think many people use Microsoft operation system, right? And Microsoft Word always update the IE because there are many vulnerabilities in the IE. Everybody say it's a bad browser. So upgrade the browser frequency Adobe PDF readers, Flash, and Java. They are also famous software. Right? In our university, we need to open a PDF file to read some information. So, and Flash, and in some website there is a Flash and Java. So we need to update frequently to avoid this situation. Web 2.0 application. What is this? For example, you know, like YouTube, Facebook, and a blog, and so on. It's easy to be So the designer of this website also check the vulnerabilities. Server or smartphone. I think everyone have a smartphone or iPhone, right? Somebody is using it. So we need to check the firewall in the smartphone or the iPhone, so we can compare our virus or update it previously. It's like to happen. 5. zero-based exploit in operation systems. What is zero-based exploit? For example, there is a new software is shared, and the first thing, the hacker must be attacked. It's also a important ability of a hacker. So we need to call the designer if there is a vulnerability. We need to call them to fix the bug. Okay, this is my reference. Thank you.
Thank you, Star. It's very interesting to know something more about the vulnerabilities. And I think Star has given a very good definitions about the intersections of the three elements. The fraud, the access to the fraud by the hacker, and the hacker's knowledge to make the best use of the fraud to do something for his or her purpose. Gengo, you're the last speaker. So, you want to do it today?
Yeah, sure. I have the chance, okay?
Yes, you have 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you guys. I really want to have an interesting sharing with you guys, so let me find out my script.
Very bottom, very bottom. Go down.
No, I know. Sorry, it's not here. Yeah. No, I'm going to, I prepared, okay, thank you. Here's my script. Yes. First, you guys may want to watch the video rather than talking about that.
Second student hacker class is really, it's a class that is very successful.
I won't show all of the materials here, but you can see, this is a guy with middle age. Another guy with middle age.
Just and Excel pretty well.
And basically what I got from this video is that these are some middle-aged men who took a class about the ethical hacking. So they are learning about the ethical hacking, and learning about internet, learning about the things we learn here. And what they talk about is that the course is useful and interesting, and they are still learning those things. So it just inspired me a little bit. I think we can obviously see that those who already own a company or already have a work are still learning this important competency. They are still learning. So I just raised out the question that where's that? Maybe we can all think about that a little bit. So is the ability of ethical hacking and preventing hacking become a common competency, just like driving cars? So how many of you guys can drive a car here? I wonder. No one? Oh, it's okay, but after 10 years, probably most of you can. So I would say that maybe the ability to use the ethical hacking, the ability to prevent, to understand the hacking, is going to become a common competency in the future, just like what driving a car is today. So probably another thing is that our course we are taking now is going to become a common course, since the competency is so important. So our course taken, our things we are learning now, maybe become much more important in the future. And it's probably going to become just like math, mathematics, Chinese, English, and it's becoming essential competency, and we are all going to learn this probably. So take your time here and learn something really important in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gengo. Hopefully each one of you is going to pick up something important It's a general education course, which I hope will stimulate your interest to learn, all right? So, it's almost time now. Allow me to give you a briefing on what you're going to do next week. You need to make sure you have a team. You need to make sure you have 2 teams to become a task force before the end of this Saturday. So when you come back next Monday, you're going to have team-to-team discussions in your task force. And we're going to have a new format in our classroom next week for 3 weeks' time, okay? In which you have to make sure in your team you're well prepared. Read teacher's message number 7 for this week carefully before you come back next Monday, okay? And definitely you will have a follow-up teacher's message for week number 8 next week. Okay, that's it for today. CISG113, Section 1, Information Security and Privacy. Today, number 14, in week number 7. Conclusions of self-regulated learning. Onward to problem-based learning next week. Okay? All right, thank you.